So hopefully I can post this on YouTube when I'm done. I'm gonna wait a second. Alright, a second. So this video is obviously by the title about life path numbers, and I am going to explain to you what each life path number is and what they mean. I'm not going to get super deep into it because it actually means a lot, but I'm going to tell you like the outline of what your number means. And your life path number is basically your soul mission, what you came onto this earth to contribute and to achieve. So, the life path numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 22, and 33. So, if you know your life path number, comment your life path number. If you don't know your life path number, comment your birthday and I can tell you your life path number. And I'm going to put a timestamp on YouTube of when I'm talking about each number. So when I tell you your number, you can just go to your number. Or if you want to know all the numbers, then you could just watch, because I'm going to talk about all the numbers in this video. So first up is life path number 1, which I am a life path number 1, and my birthday is January 23rd, 2002. So if you don't know your life path number, when you put it in the comments, put the month, the date, and the year so that I can tell you the right number. So life path number 1s are the innovative leaders. So I'm a leader. It's good to know. It's good to be that. Life path number 1, test your ability to fall down and pick yourself back up. It's basically like the school of hard knocks. So, as a life path number 1, I personally know that this is exactly what my life has been all my life. It's like I know a lot of things and I know how to change a lot of things, but the world goes against me so much because I'm a reformer, innovative, and plus I'm an Aquarius, so I'm a humanitarian. So justice is my number 1 thing. Like when things happen, first of all, I need the whole truth, nothing but the truth. No feelings involved, nothing, because I hate when people involve feelings and stuff, because feelings, like, it messes up what really happens and what life is really about. The feelings that's the matrix. Feelings create the matrix, because that's where all lies derive from, people's feelings. But anyway, that's Aquarius with that. So I'm not talking about zodiac signs. I'm only going to talk about life path numbers. So I have everything wrote down so that I can make sure I touch on the basics. Life path number 1, they thrive in a competitive environment. I can say that's true because, like, I have a lot of skills, but, like, I'm not motivated to do anything unless, like, I'm proving a point. Like, when it's time to prove a point, or when it's time to prove somebody wrong, or when it's time to, show people, like, that I'm that bitch or something like that. Like, that's when I get motivated to really step into my power, because I know how much power I have. I've done a lot of things. I've learned a lot of lessons, and I feel like I know everything, almost everything at least. So, like, day to day, I don't feel the need to keep doing things. I don't feel the need to keep showing it. But when somebody tests me and tests my abilities and, like, try to, belittle me, then that's when I get the, like, oh, I'm riled up. Like, I'm riled up now, so, like, let me show them. So, yeah, competitive environments are good for us. We are self-motivated and extremely independent. I am. Our brains tell us that we're not good enough a lot of the times. Our brains, like, fight against us. So we got to keep pushing ourselves to really, like, understand that we are enough and that we are okay the way we are. We have a lot of skills and a lot of, like, abilities. So we gotta keep. That's why being in a competitive environment is good for us, because it keeps us polished. It keeps us polished, basically. Let me see what else. The three tiers of development that we go through as a life path number one are, um, first, you got to realize and recognize that you are being codependent on something, whether it's codependent on your family, codependent to a spouse, codependent towards, if you got that low, drugs or sex or anything that you're codependent on. You have to wake up and realize that you're doing that. So that's the first step. The biggest step is to admit you're wrong. So the second step is to rebel against it and to go against the water. So like, you fighting the waves, basically. So the waves going this way and you fighting to go the other way, which is really hard. So you have to try to achieve that. So that's the longest thing. That's the longest step for us, life path number ones, to rebel against the codependency. But once we achieve rebelling against the codependency, then that's when we get to the third level, the the last level, and that is achievement of independence. So once we get to our third level and we achieve independence and we're not codependent on anyone or anything anymore, we've reached our destination. We did what we were supposed to do. So now we can thrive, and now we can work the way we're supposed to work. Even though we're working the way we're supposed to work, because we got to learn these things. That's our life path. That's our mission. But yeah, so then after that, we have freedom. After that, it's just boom, whatever happens, happens. Um, Let me see what else. So some keywords: innovative, individualistic. We are kind and trustworthy, and compassionate when we are being our authentic selves. Um, we have a sense of security when we achieve a lot of things and when we learn a lot of skills and stuff. That's the way that our hearts and our souls feel like we are secure. It's our security blanket. We are pioneers, and we are capable of achieving great success in this world. So, you know how zodiac signs, I'm going to go back to zodiac signs because I am an Aquarius, but you know how Aquarius is the water bearer? Like, Aquarius bring down the spiritual, like, out of this world type of things and ideas, and then like they just give it off to the people. That's kind of like life path number one. So for me to be a life path number one and an Aquarius, like, I'm literally like, I'm bringing down things to give it to everybody. I'm like, I'm not a doer. I am like more of a dreamer. And then my dreams, I give it off. And then the doers, there go they're more not dreamers. They're doers. So I dream it and tell them and put it off and give it out. And then the doers, they do their job, which is to get it done, which is all the other numbers that I'm going to talk about except for 11. 11 is basically me times 2 plus 2 times 2. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. So life path number one, some more. We have a unique voice. Again, super independent. And we are the decision makers of the world, which I can say that's pretty true. I'm not really fighting against that. By the way, the three master numbers I'm going to talk about at the end. The three master numbers are 11, 22, and 33. So I'm going to talk about those at the end. So if your life path number is that, then watching 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 is important for master numbers because they all are the same thing. And if you're number 9, watching all of them again is good for you because you're all the numbers put together. But okay, anyway, so life path number 2. Hold on. Let me make sure I get everything right. Okay. Okay, so life path number 2, the intuitive diplomat. Diplomat? Yeah. So, life path number 2's your mission test your ability to establish your sense of self without needing outside approval or acknowledgement from anybody else but yourself. So, yeah. You got to know your self-worth. You got to learn your self-worth. So, life path number 2's are not fighters, they're lovers. They hate conflict and they usually put themselves last because of the fact that they don't like conflict and they don't like confrontation or anything. And that is extremely, extremely bad for their growth. So that's why that's their mission. So they're going to have obstacles that go against what they need to achieve. They seek harmony and love, and they are happiest when they're doing things for other people. They love being of service to other people, like I said, because usually they have like this natural thing about them that they want to like get approval from other people, which that's why their mission is to not seek that, because naturally that's what they're going to want to do. So they're learning to be independent too. They're learning not to be codependent on other people's opinions. They thrive in group environments, so they are all about groups. They're all about other people, like I said. They are very sensitive, and they are like the detail-oriented people. They are the people that you give a job to because you know they're going to do the job right. They're going to get it done right. 2s are like the best. Like they are the doers. They do like they are of service to other people. That's why life path number 11, which is a master number, it's the attributes of life path number 1 and life path number 2. So if you're 11, 1 and 2 are put together, and that's why you're a master number, because you have the attributes of 1 and 2. And you have the attributes of 1 twice. So you are meant to be a leader, and you are meant to be a lover and a like person of service and a person who brings love and harmony into the world. So you're the leader of bringing harmony, peace, love, all good stuff, getting rid of conflict, all of that kind of stuff. You are that person. But I'm going to get to that in the video when I talk about 11 too. It's hard not to talk about it because I'm already at 1 and 2. So, yeah. Okay, and then let me get close and personal to this paper because it's very tiny. Obstacles for life path number 2, they have to learn to set super strong emotional boundaries with the people that they love, the friends, the family, strangers even, like co-workers, bosses. They have to learn to set their boundaries and stick to them because they are so keen on trying to get approval from everybody that they keep forgetting to nurture themselves and to be good to themselves. Don't ever change who you are for another person. Life path number 2 is like, that is a big thing. You are always trying to belittle yourself to make other people feel better. That is very detrimental to your existence. Don't do that. You have to learn not to do that. Master your learned skills. Oh, wait. Hold on. Master your learned skills. Just like that. Path number 1. Don't be desperate for other people's love. Basically, all of the lessons for life path number 1 is to really not need anybody's approval. Don't need it. You are of service to the world, but also be of service to yourself. You don't need anybody's approval. No one is better than you. We are all equal, and you have to really grasp the concept of that, basically. It's crazy because never mind, I'm gonna talk about that for 11. Never mind. And don't take on the problems of other people. So again, basically, life hack number 2, like, you have to learn to be what you are to other people to yourself. You have to love yourself as much as you love and want to cherish other people. You have to learn to do that to yourself, because this is a self journey. So yeah. And one of the problems that you have in life that you're going to struggle with when you're not balanced to your true soul mission and you're not on your path the right way, you are going to have a lot of resentment. You're going to have a lot of resentment for the people around you, the people at your job, your family, anybody that you give your love to unconditionally. When you don't receive it back from them the way that you give it out, you're going to feel a lot of resentment. And that is why it's up to you to live your soul mission and not seek approval from other people, not be desperate for other people's love, because all the love is already within you. You just have to mirror it back to yourself the way you mirror it to other people, basically. I'm always hungry. That is something else. Oh my god. Okay. Life path number 3. Life path number 3, the creative communicator. So, hello to all of the people who have really good communication skills. Something that a lot of the other life paths don't have. So, that is your forte. So, your life path number tests your ability to shine your light into the darkness and to acknowledge problems and focus on solutions of humanity, of life. Yeah. So, yeah. Life path number 3. You are a performer and you are destined to be center stage of whatever you decide to do in your life, whether that be at your job, your family, your career, which is your job. No, your career and your job really isn't the same thing, but it's around the same thing. Your job is like the thing you go to work to do to earn money. Your career is your lifestyle that, like, it's your life's career, your life's job. So your career is like your life's job, which is not necessarily something you get paid for. It's something that gets your name out there and gets you known and honored. Yeah. This is on life path numbers, not the difference between career and jobs. So, you have the most amazing communication skills, and if you don't, that is your first step to do. You gotta learn how to communicate. Find your forte of communication. You are supposed to connect with others on a deep level because you're a communicator. So being able to connect with other people is very important, because you can't communicate the right way if you can't even connect to another person. You have to be able to connect to other people in order to communicate and get your point across and get your words embedded into somebody else's soul. This is soul work, soul mission. Life path is soul. Souls. My friend name is Soul. Okay. You have to master your skills to speak to an audience. So you should be able to get on a stage in front of millions of people, or however many people. I'm pretty sure a stage don't be in front of millions of people per se, but be able to get on a stage and look out into a big ass audience, an arena, and be able to speak to everybody in there at the same time. Catch the attention of everybody. Like I said, you're supposed to be center stage in everything you do. Um, One of your obstacles is to stop feeling doubtful. Don't doubt yourself. Self doubt is a very easy way for you to get off your life path. And when you get off your life path, that is when everything starts to go bad. Everything starts to pull you down, drag you down. And the deeper you go into getting dragged down, the more you're not happy. The more things bother you, the more things hurt you. So don't get off your life path your life path. Don't get off of it. Don't ever give up. Anybody, any of the life path numbers, don't ever give up. When you give up, spiritually and technically speaking, that is when you die. When you either surpass your mission and you do everything you're supposed to do, which is achieving it and moving on to the next thing, that's when you die. You evolve. Or when you give up or you completely fail, and there's no going back to where you got to gave up on, God's going to give up on you, that's when you die. So it's very important to be on track. It's very important. You are very prone, life path number 3s, to experiencing depression. You will have very high highs and very low lows. So work on that and work on balance. That is why you should be able to communicate efficiently. Alright, and now we're going to change it to life path number 4s. 4s, yeah. 4s. Life path number 4s are one of the life path numbers that have like the worst challenges in childhood with their family, their original family, which is the one they're born into. All the other signs do too. A lot of the other not signs, but life path numbers, they have family issues. Most everybody's first obstacle is to conquer their mission within their original family. And a lot of people don't ever get to that point because families are so keen to break up easily. So that's why a lot of people don't. That's why it's a lot of unbalanced energies in the world right now, because there's so many broken families. Family is important. Family don't be acting like shit sometimes, but it's important. It is very important, because if it wasn't, there wouldn't have been a need to make it a difference between other human beings and your family human beings. There wouldn't be a distinguished attribute to it. So families are important. No matter what you go through with your family, your bloodline is important. It's very important. Spiritually, on a soul level, there's a reason why your family is your family. Even though I know for a fact they be the first ones doing you wrong. Okay, so life path number 4s are system builders and teachers. So that's why master number 22 is 2s and 4s. But I'm going to get to that later. So your life path is to test your ability to achieve stability, that rhymes, and security by patiently following a gradual by patiently following a gradual process towards clearly defined goals, and you have to face a lot of limitations. So your first limitation is your family. That is why you have a lot of problems with the family you were born into. Am I wrong? So, life path number fours are always going to have a lot of obstacles in front of them that they have to get over, as does the other life paths too. But fours, that is their intense level, is limitations always being in front of them. There's always obstacles that they gotta continually overcome, and that's why their life path number is very intense and hard. Okay, so life path number fours build stability slowly and steadily, because since they are such good at building solid foundations aren't built fast. They are built strategically, slowly, got to get planned out. Sometimes you got to take it down and redo it. Is very strategical. Life path number fours are very intelligent, and they have the ability to always find knowledge and wisdom. They are always seeking knowledge, therefore, they always find it. Anything you ever seek in this world, you will find it as long as you don't give up. When you give up, that's when you don't achieve your goals. If you never give up on your goals, you should always achieve every single goal you have, because you're steady working towards it. Persistence is the key to life. Life path number fours, just like in astrology, house number four, are very keen on home security. It has everything to do with families and home life. Life path number fours don't like to argue, but they love to tell people why they are right. Life path number fours always think they're right. But as a number one, I just want to tell you that, no, I don't know. Maybe it's not that I'm a number one. Maybe it's because I'm an Aquarius, but I'm always right. But I feel like maybe that's because I'm an Aquarius. Yeah. So, life path number fours still. So, the issues you gained in your childhood from your family is lack in whatever things you liked as a child, and pain, whatever things caused you pain as a child. Which that goes for everybody, to be honest, but it's very intense for life path number fours. It has a very big, like, presence in everything you will do in the rest of your life. That is why it's important to overcome and to forgive and to rationalize with the life that you were born into. There was a reason why you were born into it, and most of the time is to teach you lessons about the world and the way that people work. So anything that like happened to you that was bad, try to learn a lesson from it. Everything should be able to teach you a lesson, good and bad. Your key attributes in life is honesty and protection. Those are very big things for you in your life. And they are keys to letting you know who is for you and who is not for you. So if they're not being honest with you, they're not a part of your life. They shouldn't be a part of your life, because honesty is a big thing for you. If they are not loyal to you, which is a form of protection, they should not be in your life, because that's a breach in the system. You are healthy and happy when you are in a quiet environment and when you have a lot of alone time to rejuvenate and recharge your batteries. You like peace and tranquility, so that's why you thrive after you recharge all your batteries. You are practical, hardworking, determined, and well behaved. You do not like people that do not have home training. That is one of your pet peeves. You don't like people who take too big of risks, in your opinion. In their opinion, it's probably not too big of a risk, but in your opinion, it might be too big of a risk. You don't like when people are irrational. You don't like when people don't think through the things that they say or that they do. And you don't like when people are too open with the way that they feel if it hurts other people, because you know that everybody goes through feelings and everybody goes through things. So you rationalize with yourself a lot. You're very logical. Your mind speaks to you a lot. You're very intuitive. Little do you know, because actually y'all actually struggle with following your intuition. You doubt it too much. So, like I said, you don't like when people take too big of a risk, but one of your challenges in life is to get outside of your box and to actually take a risk, because that is how you grow. You grow when you get outside of your environment, because you cannot grow in the same environment that you already either mastered or found out you can't thrive in. So you got to try new things. You got to be in new situations, meet new people, taste new foods, everything. Alright, so that's it for life path number 4. Until I talk about 22. So if I talk about 22, well, when I talk about 22, you can look at 22, because they're your sisters. So, one of the really intense life path numbers, number 5, the sensual freedom seeker. So, Dad, if you watch this, your life path number is 5. So, listen. Life path number 5, your mission: test your ability to to find inner freedom through discipline, being focused, and committing to deeper experiences. So, you would get along with water signs. Water signs and fire signs. So you would get along with water signs because they will help you deepen your connection to your emotions, and you will get along with fire signs because they are hotheads and they will help you get connected with physical things, a lot of physical things. Like, water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios, and fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, by the way. Life path number 5s. Y'all are fun, fearless, adventurous, and you love your freedom. You guys need constant stimulation. So you need all 5 of your senses to be stimulated at all times. If not, you can't just have one of them stimulated. You need multiple. You're like ADHD type. Like, you always have this fear of missing out. You always have so much passion. That's why you will get along with fire signs, especially a Sagittarius, because you crave passion in life. You need freedom and passion, adventure, fun. You know, all the things that make being a human worth it. You do not like to be controlled, and you are very dramatic. Drama queens and drama kings. Don't ever deny it. Life path number 5s, y'all are very, very, very dramatic, and you all believe that the world revolves around you when it doesn't. Your life revolves around you, but the world does not revolve around you. So, let me read the little tiny things. I gotta keep reading the little tiny notes because I had to make them tiny. So, life path number 5s are very restless, and they always feel contained, and they hate feeling like they can't do what they want to do. That is why they are called the sensual freedom seekers. So, sensual is senses, And freedom seeker is the don't control me, I don't want to be contained type of energy. Um, One of the keys to making your life less chaotic and more easy to manage and deal with, you have to create a self care routine. Routines are very important in your life to keep the chaos down. And you have to learn how to discipline yourself because, again, the world does not revolve around you. So you have to conform when it's time to conform. And then the routines for your self care is when you let the world revolve around you. Some of the things that you guys struggle with when you're unbalanced and off of your life path and not on track with what you're supposed to be doing at that time, you will have severe depression, severe anxiety, super severe frustration, paranoia. How you say that? Paranoia? Am I saying it right? Anyway, you'll be paranoid. I can say that right. And you could develop eating disorders, so that means that you will either undereat or you will overeat. Either way, it's an eating disorder. So that's the outline and basics for number 5. So life path number 6. So to my 2 sisters who I live in a house with, and also my brother who is the youngest of the household at my mom's house, y'all are number 6s, so listen. The nurturing visionary. How cute. So, your life path number, again, we talking about number 6. Your mission tests your ability to balance your senses of responsibility and to help when you can, where you can, and to live and let live. So, one of your obstacles is to learn how to receive and give equally. So, balance is very important for your life. The yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine. As is for every other sign, but for you, this is literally like your mission to find balance. So, number 6, you are natural leaders, like number 1, but your role is to be the nurturer. So, you lead to nurture. You are visionaries, which means that you always think of ways to make things better. You always think of ways to do things better and to change things. It kind of sounds like one, but it's different. You are a champion of justice, so you seek justice. And me being a humanitarian, I am so for that because I believe in justice and equality. But again, we're talking about you. So, your soul leans more towards marriage and love and responsibility. You feel more balanced and at ease when you have a routine where there's love, nurturing, balance, harmony, peace, tranquility, stuff like that. You are very musically and or artistically gifted. Whenever I say artistically, I almost be wanting to say autistically, but yeah. People are very aware of your presence all the time, so they are going to be drawn to you. So you're probably one of those type of people where you go somewhere and then all of a sudden the stranger who you just met start telling you about their problems. There's a few other life paths where this is a key attribute to them, but you are one of them, so I'm gonna tell you. You are a perfectionist, and that is a good thing and also one of your struggles because nobody is perfect. Everything is meant to have good and bad. That's what creates the balance that your life path is trying to teach you. So, number 6 is you're always seeking to see the bigger picture of things. So, whenever things happen, you usually tend to try to focus on what may be the cause of it, what may be the effects that come after it. You think about the bigger picture. And that is very good because that's literally perfect. That's what everybody should do. Um, you usually find it hard to work with others, so you're very individualistic, like number 1. So we number 6 and number 1 seem like they have a lot in common, to be honest. That's probably why we clash so much, Candace and Maya. You want others to think and act like you because you feel like you're always right. Just like number 5 and number 1, you always think that you're the most rightest person. You are drawn to beauty, so you might be into makeup, fashion, art, anything that has to do with someone expressing themselves artistically. And one of your things to learn and to balance out is the way you judge other people. You are not supposed to judge and criticize people as harshly as you do. So that is one of your lessons, to stop critically judging people. Because the only person who should be judging is God. Other than times when justice is trying to be sought after, because we are the people, so we have to be the ones to do that. But with that being said, let's go to the next number. Life path number 7, Michelle. So, life path number 7, you are the analyst and sometimes reluctant spiritualist. I like that. Hey. And your life path is going to test your ability to balance your needs and spend time contemplating and processing while you're engaged with the world and what it tosses your way. So, basically, number 7s, you're always going to be seeking the answers to life mysteries. You're always going to be asking yourself, what is the purpose of this? So, it is very important for life path number 7s to gain a spiritual discipline, whether it be meditating, yoga, acupuncture, or anything else like that. You have to find what suits you best in your lifestyle to keep it balanced. You have to learn to have faith in yourself and others because we all work collectively to create things in the world. So while we are supposed to get in tune with ourselves, we're also supposed to do that so that when everyone is in tune with their self, we can all be one together. It is important for you to find and seek the truth and wisdom and knowledge of life's mysteries. And once you find your spiritual base, you'll feel more balanced with your intuitiveness because you actually have deep intuitiveness. So finding your balance, your yin and yang, your masculine and feminine, and all of that kind of stuff is very important for you to be prosperous in life. You often might feel like a character off of the Big Bang Theory, as someone might put it. You're like a scientist, an innovative scientist, kind of like life path number 1s. 7s, you have psychic awareness, but also you have analytical abilities. So your brain and your heart is always fighting to figure out which one is right. When really both of them are right, you just have to learn to balance them and work together because your brain and your heart are supposed to be balanced and working together to get the perfect answer. Being alone helps you recharge your batteries because it gives you time to contemplate and to think about everything that has happened in your life and that's happening around you and get a better sense of where you're going next in life. The sun is going down. Meditating, spending time in nature, exercising, and having a self care routine will keep you happy and balanced. So it's important for you to do all of those things. When you're unbalanced and off of your path, you're going to have bad communication skills and you're going to tend to want to have more sex, which is not being balanced. Do drugs, which is not balanced. And travel excessively, which traveling is good, but traveling just to get away from your problems isn't going to help you because your problems are forever going to be your problems until you deal with them. You can't run away from your problems. And also, you might tend to exercise more. You see how I said life path number 5 would have an eating disorder. Life path number 7s, they would have like a need to want to work out. They will want to work out too much or deprive themselves. Like, too much of anything is harmful. Now, even if that something is really good for you, if you do too much of it, it becomes harmful. Gluttony is a sin, which is doing something excessively to the max for no reason. That's the outline for 7. So now we go to number 8. And we have 4 more to go after this. So, life path number 8. Ooh, I feel like y'all would be my favorite, but I don't know because I haven't met too many of you guys or been around too many of you guys, but I feel like y'all would be a perfect match for me. But I'm going to just keep going. Number 8 is another intense life path number, and you are the CEO and material manifester. And that's why I feel like we would get along because, like I said, I'm a life path number 1, which is the innovative leader. So it's like I bring down the ideas and stuff, and like I make up the perfect plan, and then I could put my trust in you and have you be in charge of creating my plan, and then give you the opportunity to put other people in charge of where you think they would fit in. All together, we all work as one whole group. But yeah, that's why I feel like I would like number 8's really good. If I find me a Sagittarius, that's a life path number 8. We get married. We get married. So, your obstacle and ability test abilities. Basically, it's to become a powerhouse financially and materialistically. It takes effort, focus, and persistence to empower yourself and become the financial powerhouse you were born to be. I need to take speech class on God. No, when I go to college, when I go to start taking my classes, I actually do have speech class. Even though that's like mandatory for my degree that I'm getting. Speech class is mandatory because communication is mandatory. Okay, so life path number 8. It's important for you to establish and build solid foundations for financial security. And that speaks to my Taurus moon. Oh my God. Yeah. Where my number 8 at? I need you. You guys tend to have authority issues. You hate when other people tell you what to do. You hate when other people think that they are right. Why is that such a common thing? Everybody hates that other people think that they're right. Because everybody thinks that they're right. And technically, the ones that are balanced, we are all right. If you're balanced, you're usually right. I was going to say we're all right, but we're not all right. There's a lot of people that are wrong. But that's because they're unbalanced. If you're balanced, you are right. As a child, you had challenges standing up for yourself. So, at a very early age, you had to learn how to stand up for yourself. You knew from a baby in the womb that you was not going to let anybody step on you. You wasn't going to let anybody push you over because you are not a pushover. You push other people over. I'm just playing. I'm not playing. Y'all really do. Your motto is to step up or get stepped on. So it's very important for you to be an authority figure. You feel like you are the authority figure because you don't want anybody to be the authority figure over you. Also in your life, you might can realize that you didn't get away with a lot of things. You always got caught doing things, or you was always the one getting in trouble for something that maybe a group of people did. Let's say you and your sister and your brother all did the same thing, but you was the one that got in trouble. And that is why at a young age you have to learn how to stand up for yourself, because that is part of your soul mission, is to be a person who stands up for what you believe in, yourself, other people, and all that kind of stuff. You are excellent at being an executive and entrepreneurial skills. Hold on, I said that wrong. Excellent executive and entrepreneurial skills. Am I saying these words right? Oh my God, I should not have took that gap year. It's like I lost all the. Once you become spiritual and you not like getting brainwashed or whatever, things become hard. Getting back into the real world, the 3D world, is very hard. It's like, no. Okay, so you're meant to be, like I said in the beginning of number 8, the CEO, the important person, the person in charge of everything, the person overseeing all of the things that's happening. That's why a person like me, a life path number 1, would give their prized possession, which really isn't their prized possession because they come up with a lot of things, but give their pride and joys to you to prosper. So I'm gonna come up with the $1 billion business plan, and I'm gonna give it to you and be like, here, run this company. I'm the founder and you're the co-founder. Go run it. But I'm gonna run you. So you come back and tell me everything that's going on, and I'm gonna foresee it, but you are in charge of making everything else right. That's how it is. You have to learn resilience because at all times your ethics will be tested. Life really be coming at you on a personal level. That's why number 8 is intense, because life is going to throw you obstacles that attack you personally. Like, what number was that? The one that I think it was number 4 I was talking about, when life gives you all these obstacles to overcome. Theirs isn't as personal as a number 8. Number 8, like, they be coming at you on a personal level. Like, they're gonna come for they're gonna come for the things you believe in. They're gonna come for your rights. They're gonna come for your businesses, the things you love, the people you love. Like, it's gonna come at you, and you gotta overcome that because you are the authority figure. You gotta learn how to be that person. What else? And you are a workaholic. So that's also one of your things to get over. You can't be too much of a workaholic, because like I said, for number 7, too much of anything is not good for you. You cannot put yourself into your work to get rid of your problems, because your problems are still going to be there at the end of the day. Rather that be 2 years later when you get fired because you're too stressed out, 8 years later when you retire, or 10 years later when you get free time or whatever. The things that you went through as a child, life path number 8, were to teach you discipline and to teach you to have thicker skin. So I don't know anybody's personal struggles growing up, and a lot of these things that be happening to people be really fucked up. But also spiritually, we are put in situations to learn and grow from them. All right, and with you becoming a classic workaholic, addiction, whether that be to drugs, sex, gambling, anything, any type of addiction, food, anything, and yeah, addiction and a lot of health issues because you are going to be very stressed out if you don't learn to balance yourself. So, just like all the other numbers that I was talking about creating a self routine, it is important for you to do that too, to wind down. And it cannot be to put yourself into your work too much because that's going to create stress too. So, you didn't get rid of the other stress and you're adding more stress on. So, don't do that. Okay, so now we're going to go to life path number 9. We're almost done. This video is already almost an hour long. I had a feeling it was going to be very long, but I didn't want to put the I didn't want to make a whole bunch of lives on Facebook just to do each one of these because that's 9, 10, 11, that's 12. Damn, hold on. 12 zodiac signs, 12 life path numbers, 12 tribes of Israel. My brain be working, I promise y'all. Like, okay, so life path number 9s. My grandma, who I never got to meet because she died when my mom was 13, she was a life path number 9. My auntie, the only person I've ever known in my life and been close to in my life who died, she was a life path number 9. And then my other 2 aunties on my mom's side, the ones that I've met, because one of them I haven't met yet and I would love to meet her, their life path numbers are also 9. So that's very interesting. Actually, when I'm doing my whole family's like stuff, a lot of them are life path number 9s, and that's kind of like, I wonder why. But life path number 9s, you are the charismatic and creative humanitarian. I would get along with anybody who is a humanitarian because I am a humanitarian. Your life path tests your ability to embrace a life of selfless service in some way, shape, or form, while also opening yourself up to receive all life has to hand to you and also give. When I wrote this down, I don't think I wrote this the right way. But anyway, I know what I mean. Um, Basically, open yourself to give and receive. A balance of give and receive. A lot of these are to do with balance. So, and selfless service is almost like life path number 2, but I'm about to tell you why it's not. So, life path number 9s are wise old souls, and they are the most reincarnated, and that is why they have an intense life path, because number 9 is every other number, so they have every vibration of every other number. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I probably am the reincarnation. Family, don't come at me, first of all. Don't ever, because I'll treat the fuck out of y'all. But I feel like that is why I never got to meet my grandma, because technically a dark-skinned bad bitch right here is a reincarnation of her soul. What's up? So, you are the strongest vibration because of the fact that you hold every other number vibration before you, which technically is the ones after you too, because 11, 22, and 33 is basically 2, 4, and 6. Yeah. Who knew math was going to be this important in life? I kind of did. But I didn't know why. I didn't know how. But I was always good at math. That was my tag. Like, I was only in tag because of math. I wasn't in tag for any other class but math. Me and Larson. I wonder how Larson is doing. So, life path number 9s. You are expansive and you are spiritually challenged. Aw. That make me so emotional because like literally like my whole family, a lot of my family is life path number 9s. The family that I grew up in a household with my brother Jay Sean, he's a life path number 1 like me. But then like I said, Candace, Naya, and Narian, they are life path number 6s. And then my brother David, I think he is a life path number 8, like my sister Dominique. Well, I cannot wait to meet you and my niece. But life path number 9s focus on letting go. It's very important for you to learn how to live and let live, like the other sign I talked about, because giving and receiving and letting go is all a part of life. Death and rebirth is literally life. Like, it's literally the start and beginning / the never ending thing of life. You have to learn how to surrender your power when it's time, because the world does not revolve around you. The world revolves around the world. And we are just little key factors in it. One of the challenges you are going to be faced with is to learn how to leave unhealthy and toxic people and situations alone without feeling guilty about doing so. Creating boundaries, especially with the family you were born into. So, again, like I said earlier, a lot of families are broken already. So, a lot of these things, like, we are already, like, put on the wrong path because we can't even do, like, the things we were meant to do because they broke up our families. And our families broke up themselves. So, yeah. Our bloodlines are very, very, like, scattered around. And that was not how it was supposed to be. Why did I write this so small? Oh my gosh. So you guys are natural entrepreneurs and natural business people. So you thrive being the leader, basically. Passionate endeavors make you a strong force for change and transformation. So your goal and life mission is to create change and transformation in the world. Life path number 1s is to create reform and innovative systems. This belly button ring steady getting on my nerves. I'm not even gonna lie. It's getting on my nerves. Alright, so we are at the last 3, and the last 3 are master numbers. So, the first one up is 11. Hello, Mom. If you ever watch my videos and watch this one, your number is 11. I've told you that plenty of times, but every time I ask you what your life path number is, even though I already know, you always tell me that you don't know after I've told you like 50 million times. But anyways, life path number 11s, you are a master number, and your mission, well, hold on, let me tell you what your title is. Your title is Spiritual Illumination. This stuff is so crazy how much sense it makes when I think about like the people in my life. It makes so much sense. So, master number 11 has the attributes of 1 2 times and also the number 2 because 1 plus 1 equals 2. Yeah. So, 11 11 I mean not 11 11, but 11 is a master number because everything for life path number 1 is part of their mission, but also everything for life path number 2 is part of their mission. And it's important that they achieve both things. So they have an amplified soul mission. That is why if your life path number is 11, 22, or 33, you probably have had a really tough life and you probably have to get yourself out of the hole that you fell into because of all the obstacles you've been through in your life. So, spiritual illumination. This life path number tests your ability to tap into double one. It's all about leadership, independence, and confidence, yet also embody the vibrations and energies of life path number 2, which is all about love and harmony and peace. Hold on, let me make sure. Diplomacy. Diplomacy. How do you say that? Oh my god, I need to go to freaking school. Y'all, when you wake up, so I'm a year in, so I would like to say that I'm really not too much of a beginner, but I am still a beginner. But every time something big is about to happen into my life, I start seeing shadows. Like, or when it's time for me to do shadow work, I start getting scared easily. Like, I'm not scared right now, so I don't think I need to do any shadow work. I've been doing good, to be honest. But I keep seeing shadows. So, I know something big is about to happen, and I know that, yeah. But anyway, let's keep talking about life path number 11/2. Um, your mission is to recognize and use your creativity, intuition, and healing abilities for the benefit of humanity as a whole. So master numbers, you master number people, y'all have really big roles in the way that life is supposed to work out for everybody. Y'all play key roles. So please get on your life path number so that the rest of us can shoot us to the stars and back. That's literally what's going to happen. Don't be scared because death is a part of life. So do not be scared. If you are being scared, that means that you are weak. Life path number 11s are usually really good when it comes to writing, really good when it comes to creative things like art and music, and really good when it comes to things like nursing and anything that has to do with serving humanity and being selfless. Which my mom, all my life, she's taken care of a lot of people. She's always been in the healthcare field, helping people with disabilities, a DSP. Yeah. They're the type of people that put themselves into their work when it comes to helping other people. Like, those are the type of people that becomes teachers, doctors, even lawyers. Any type of career path that has you doing some type of service for other people. That's a 11. A 1 and a 2. And your mission, well, it's not your mission because technically you're going to do it no matter what. No matter if you're aware of it or not, you are going to touch lives. You have the natural ability to heal people. That's why you're an important part of the world. Life path number 11's. Your key themes in life will be leadership, confidence, harmony, love, sharing your gifts of creativity and artistic abilities with the world, expressing yourself through art, whatever type of art that might be, poetry, book writing, storytelling, um, painting, anything along the lines of that. Also, being of service and support roles to other people, you have a deep impact. Anything that gives you a way to touch other people's lives in a positive way. That is your mission. You are a dreamer, not a doer. Like I was saying earlier, as a life path number 1, you bring the ideas down so that the people who do things do it for you. Not necessarily for you, but for the good of the rest of the world. It's like the brains and the other people. No offense. You guys are the wounded healers, and that is why you're so sensitive. And my mom is a Pisces, so she's an 11 life path number and a Pisces. Sensitive, sensitive, sensitive. Not in a not in a bad way, but it's a very like it kind of brings them like brings a person down because they're so sensitive and they get affected by things very easily. But that is why also they have the role of naturally being of service to other people, naturally wanting to make other people's lives easier and better. They also don't like criticism. Criticism makes them go crazy. Like, don't ever criticize them because it is not going to be good for you or them. We almost done, y'all. We got 2 more to go. So, life path number 22, which breaks down also into attributes of number 4, which, like I said, number 4 is an intense life path number that has to do with family issues and family struggles early on. So, life path number 22, you are the master builder. Your life path tests your ability to refine high levels of emotional security and amplify a strict sense of diplomacy. How do you say that? Diplomacy. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. And is to bring inspire ideas into fruition. So, again, like I was saying with number 8. So, a number 1 would bring the ideas out of this world. All of these things that to other people would be like, that would never work. Give your ideas as a number 1, those ideas that are out of the box, never gonna work, Aquarius type of stuff, like out of the box, park, like extreme, like how would that ever work? It sounds really good, but like how will we ever do that? Give that plan to or that idea to a life path number 22, and they will get everything situated, and like I said, they will probably hand it off to a number 8 or something like that, if you get where I'm going with it. So, one of your obstacles is to contain your emotional stability. So, there's a lot of things in your life, like I said, 22 turns into 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 has a lot of issues family-wise. And, of course, we all know how psychology goes. It creates a lot of problems for that person. Master number 22. Your mission is to execute and build projects that will benefit a wide arena of mankind. So it will impact a large amount of the the world. You are a master teacher and builder, and like the numbers of two, you are very loving. You love harmony. You love stability. You hate conflict and you hate confrontation. You you need to find a rational balance between your practical mind and your intuitive mind. They are supposed to work together. So your heart and your brain are supposed to work together. So your brain is practical and your heart is intuitive. So you got to find your balance. That is one of your obstacles in life. So, number 22, you are hardworking and you are a step-by-step planner. That is why you are a master builder. Damn, I can't talk. Because you take things slow and steadily, like I was saying. For what number? For number 4. Yeah, number 4. Like, yeah. I should have knew that. You take things slowly to work step by step so that you can have a secure foundation. And nothing can be built and prosper without a secure foundation. That is why if you read the Bible, it's always talking about a house on a hill on a nice foundation. Do they always mean and refer to literally like a house? No. They mean your mind, they mean your spirit, they mean your life, your mission, all of that kind of stuff. Number 22, you have a higher level of purpose plus action. You are a risk taker and you are supposed to set the bar way higher than anybody else. So, the 1 is supposed to set the bar way higher for an 11 for the dreams, the dreams of what could be. Number 22, you are to set the bar higher for what can be done. So everything that they said that couldn't be done, you do. You build. You plan. You conquer and execute. That's why you're a master number. That's why you're so important to the system. You are challenged by self-doubt. So one of your obstacles is to get over the fact that you think you are not good enough and you think that you cannot do it because something is too big. That is not true. You are supposed to embrace your spiritual side. So even though you're going to be very practical, embrace your heart and spiritual intuitive side because it's very important. That balance is very important for you to be able to accomplish things that can't be done. You know you succeeded in your mission when you change the way that the world thinks and the way that the world lives their everyday life. So that is why the master builder, y'all, the master numbers and the numbers of the master numbers. So 11, 2, 22, 4, 33, and 6, they all work together to really create a new system, to create an out of this world system that changes the way the world works forever. Because what couldn't be done, they figure out how to do it. And I'm very excited that I get to be a part of that. So 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 11, 22, 33. 2, 4, and 6, and 6. So, yeah, that was number 22. So, the very last one, this video is almost over, is life path number 33. Another master number, as I said, the last and the third one, which boils down into 6. And your title is Unconditional Love. unconditional love. So that's number 3, and number 6 amplified, which number 3 is the creative communicator, and number 6 is the nurturing visionary. So that is how you create unconditional love. So your life path number tests your ability to be a masterful healer and inspired visionary. So you should get along with number 11, number 2, and number 1. Basically, all of the ones that I just said was supposed to work together to create the bigger picture of the next thing. All of them should get along because they are all supposed to work together to create the outline, the blueprint of what's to happen. And then all the other numbers are going to get to enjoy it because they're going to work in it and they're going to live through it instead of having to create it. Per se. We are almost done. I'm excited. So master number 33, you are a masterful teacher and inspired visionary. Nurturing plus healing. You should naturally be able to heal other people the same way as number 11 and 2 and all that kind of stuff. You should be able to change people's entire vibration just by you being there. You should be the type of person that changes the world in a positive way. All of us are really supposed to change the world in a positive way. So your healing presence and your creative and emotional expression is going to be helpful towards achieving your goals. Those are your best attributes. Your creative expression and your nurturing abilities, because it heals people. And one of your challenges is to accept yourself so that you can be able to bring unconditional love into the universe and to heal and create harmony and peace and tranquility. Yeah, I'm almost done. Okay, so the last thing. Number 33, you are the Christ number. You are considered the Christ number, which means you engage in the joy, the fun, and the heartfelt communications of the world. Again, unconditional love. Christ is unconditional love. Jesus died for our sins because he loved us unconditionally. God accepted Jesus' sacrifice of himself as his only son because God loved him unconditionally the way that he loved the world unconditionally. So your first step in being aligned with your life path and your mission is to find yourself and to balance yourself out. Take responsibility for yourself and your happiness. You have to heal yourself from the tragedies of this world. All of the 3D things that took you off your path in the first place, which is anything from childhood to wherever you are now. Heal yourself from all of your past things. Let them go. You cannot let anything go until you heal from them. So forgetting them isn't what makes you heal from them, because technically we're never going to forget anything until we heal from it. And even then we're still going to remember it. It's just not going to affect us that much because we're going to release it, surrender it to the universe, and let the universe turn it into a positive energy, aka unconditional love. You're responsible to teach and show the power of love. Again, like I said, unconditional love. Focus on giving raw emotions out. The good kind, because if you heal yourself, you should only be excreting, is that the word that I'm looking for? Yeah. You should only be putting out positive energies. Once everybody is balanced, healed, and in alignment with their higher self, their soul missions, everything is supposed to be positive. Everything should be positive. And that is what creates balance, and that is what creates Christ consciousness, and that is how we bring God back into the world and get rid of the sin that Adam and Eve brought into this world when they did that thing that they shouldn't have done. And very last, but definitely not least, the things that you are going to have to work through is to work through blocked communications and self-doubt. So, heal yourself and communicate good, because that is very important for us to be able to learn from you. So, if I'm not mistaken, this number 33, y'all help us get the ball rolling to create the new earth. So, y'all do y'all part. Everybody do y'all part. Life path number 1s, number 2s, number 3s, number 4s, number 5s, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, 11, 22, and 33. Everybody do your job. Do your part in this map of the plan of the bigger picture. And once you do your part, you're going to be aligned. Once you do your part, you're aligned. You're automatically aligned. Once everybody does their part, everybody is aligned. So then we create the bigger picture, and we create the way the world is supposed to be at this moment. Even though technically at the moment it is what it's supposed to be, but the bigger picture of where we're trying to get and what we're trying to achieve, everybody got to be playing the right role. No one can be unbalanced. Nobody can be behind. We are all equal, and we are all supposed to uplift each other. So once everybody is in their rightful place, it is supposed to bring up the vibration of the earth and make everything better. We cannot do it alone when it comes down to what it's finna come down to. So everybody do your part. Heal yourself. Open your heart up. Open your heart up. And put out the energies that we're supposed to be putting out at this moment. Please and thank you. And with that being said, that was an hour and 27 freaking minutes, and I am done. I'm ready to go to bed, to be honest. It's not even dark outside, but I'm very sleepy. It's 5:58 now. Since if you got to the end of this video, comment 5:58, and also look up angel number 5:58 and read what it says. There go your message for today. And I'm going because, yeah, I'm sleepy. And I'm hungry. Always hungry.